All right, let's dive into something that keeps a lot of leaders up at night. We're talking about how you keep your team's skills from falling behind when technology is moving at, well, the speed of light.
So let me ask you a question, and be honest with yourself. Is your company's technology getting ahead of your team's ability to use it? Yeah, if that question makes you squirm just a little, you're not alone. It's a sign of a massive disconnect that's happening in all sorts of organizations.
And this disconnect, well, it has a name. We call it the widening skills gap.
You know how it is. It feels like every time you blink, there's a new tool, a new platform, some new must-have skill in cloud computing or data science. The problem is, technology is just accelerating so incredibly fast. It's creating this huge chasm between the skills companies desperately need and the talent they can actually find.
So why is finding the right people so hard all of a sudden? It's really a perfect storm. First off, there just aren't enough qualified people to go around. That means everyone, and I mean everyone, from tech giants to tiny startups, is fighting over the exact same small pool of candidates. On top of that, a lot of companies are using job requirements that are totally outdated. And, the whole shift to remote work has just tossed a whole new layer of complexity on top of hiring.
Okay, so if you can't hire the talent, the obvious next step is to just outsource the training, right? Bring in some experts? Well, hold on. This really common solution can quickly become what we call the outsourcing trap.
Here's the core issue with that approach. Off-the-shelf training is made to be one size fits all, which, let's be honest, usually means it fits no one particularly well. These generic programs, they don't get your company's culture, they don't know your specific tech stack, and they certainly don't understand your unique business goals. And the result? You spend a bunch of money on training that nobody really connects with, and that has almost zero real-world impact.
The contrast here couldn't be clearer, could it? On one side, you have outsourced training, which usually means high costs for generic content that gets stale fast. But on the other side, if you build an in-house group, you get a curriculum that's actually tailored for you at a lower long-term cost, and you create a system for continuous upskilling, not just a one-and-done event.
And when you really dig into the details, the case for building in-house just gets stronger and stronger. Financially, you get economies of scale, making it cheaper over time. Strategically, you get training customized to your culture, not just your tech stack. And as for impact, you're shifting from a short-term Band-Aid fix to a long-term, continuous learning ecosystem.
So if outsourcing is a trap, what's the answer? Well, it's the in-house solution.
So what are we really talking about here? A technical training group is a dedicated team inside your own company. Their only job, their sole purpose, is to understand your big picture goals and then build custom training that gets your people there. You got to think of it less like an HR function and more like a strategic weapon for keeping your entire workforce ahead of the curve.
And the process itself is surprisingly simple. First, the group identifies the skills you're missing. Where are the weak spots? Second, they develop custom content to fill those exact gaps. And third, they create ongoing opportunities for the team to practice and keep those skills razor sharp. It's a simple, continuous cycle.
I really love this phrasing because it gets right to the heart of it. For years, the default strategy has been to constantly go out and try to buy talent in an insane market. This is a complete strategic shift. It's about sustainably building your own. It's an investment in the people you already have, turning your own workforce into your most powerful competitive advantage.
And that investment? Oh, it pays off in a huge way. Let's take a look at what it really means to start building your future workforce. The returns are just massive, and they create this amazing virtuous cycle. When people have the right skills for the tools they use every day, productivity naturally shoots up. Because the company is visibly investing in them, engagement soars. And when your team feels valued and they see a clear path for their own growth, guess what? They're far more likely to stay, which gives a huge boost to retention.
This isn't just about one single benefit either. It's about 4 pillars of value that all reinforce each other. You're preserving the crucial knowledge that already exists in your company. You're aligning every bit of training directly with your strategic goals. You're fostering a true culture of learning. And when you put those together, they combine to create a powerful, sustainable competitive edge.
And the ripple effects just spread throughout the whole organization. You start driving innovation because your team is more adaptable. You preserve all that critical institutional knowledge while also enhancing morale. You even streamline the onboarding process for new hires because now you have a system in place to get them up to speed. It's a truly holistic improvement. Ultimately, this all comes down to a fundamental change in your mindset. An in-house training group is not a cost center that you're trying to minimize. It's a strategic driver of growth and resilience. It's the engine you build to power your company straight into the future.
So I'll just leave you with this one thought. Standing still is no longer an option. Your competitors are out there building their talent from within right now. The only real question is, are you?